hello everyone, welcome to the biology class, and today's class we are going to study about the structure of heart. So the structure of heart comes under the circulatory system. So before starting the structure of heart, we will just get a brief about the circulatory system. What is circulatory system? It is an organ system that circulate and transport nutrients. So what is organ system? System that means it is made up of two or more organs that work simultaneously to perform a specific function. So similarly, circulatory system is also system because more than two organs are involved in it to perform a particular function. Now what is the function of circulatory system? To circulate and transport nutrients. That means when we eat food, so why we eating food? To get nutrients. So these nutrients, how other body parts will get? Through the circulatory system, because the food is going into our digestive system, and through the digestive system all the nutrients transfer to blood, and through the blood it is going to the all body parts. Similarly, many hormones, oxygen, carbon dioxide, they all circulate through our circulatory system. So it is a very important part of our body. Now circulatory system consists three parts: blood vessels and heart. So in this video we are going to study about the structure of heart. So this is the internal structure of heart. Before that, I am going to tell you the outer structure, that means the external structure of heart. Our heart is situated in a chest cavity in the middle, but the lowest part, which is called apex, this is slightly tilted toward the left side. So it seems that heart is situated in left side, but actually the heart is situated in the middle of our chest cavity. Okay, now heart is a very important and muscular organ. So it is very soft. It needs to be protected. So for the protection of heart, a layer around the heart is present, that is known as pericardium. Okay, now between the pericardium layers a fluid is present, that is known as pericardial fluid. Now this fluid has two functions. The first function, it provides the protection of heart from the mechanical injuries, and the second function is, as we all know, it is a muscular organ, so it always contract and relax. So this pericardial fluid help in contraction and relaxation. Now come to the internal structure of heart. Now as we can see in human heart, we are talking about human heart. So human heart has four chambers: 1, 2, 3 and 4 chambers. So the upper two chambers, they are called auricles, and the lower two chambers are known as ventricles. Now heart is divided into left part and right part. Left and right part. So the left and right part are totally separated by a muscular septum. So here you can see a wall-like structure through which the left and right part are separated, and this is known as septum. Now come to the four chambers. This one is right auricle, the lower part is right ventricles, because the both part are present in the right side, so known as right auricle and right ventricle. Since this part is left, so again the upper part is auricle and it is situated in left side, so this is left auricle, and ventricle, this is situated in left side, so this is left ventricle. Now as we can see, the auricle and ventricles are again separated not by a wall but walls, VALVE, walls. So this and this are known as walls by which auricles and ventricles are separated. Now why they are separated? Because when blood will transfer from the auricle to ventricles, so there are chances that blood can flow back from ventricles to auricles, and that is not required in circulatory system. So to prevent this backflow of blood, walls are present between auricle and ventricle. Again, according to the location or situation, we have given the names. So if the valves present in the right side between auricle and ventricle, it is known as tricuspid valve, and if the valve present on the left side between auricle and ventricle, it is called bicuspid valve. Okay, now both auricles, that means the upper chamber of heart, they are known as receiving chambers of heart. Why they are called receiving chambers? Because blood from the different part first will come in auricles. Okay, so in right and in left auricle, blood will come first. From the auricles, the blood will transfer to the ventricle. So that is why the ventricles are called distributing chambers of heart. Distributing chambers, why? Because from the ventricles, the blood will pump out to the different parts of the body. Now one more thing you can see, auricles have very thin wall and ventricles have very thick wall. The reason behind is the same, because ventricles are distributing chambers. So auricles are receiving blood. So for that they no need to apply extra additional force. But the ventricles are the distributing chambers. So they have to apply more pressure to pump out the blood to the different parts of the body. So that is why they have thicker wall. Now here one point to be noted, that the left part of heart, the whole left part of heart, that means left auricle and left ventricle, they both have only oxygenated blood, and the complete right part of heart, it contains deoxygenated blood. Now blood from the right auricle, it will come to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, it will go to the lungs, both of the lungs, through the pulmonary artery. Similarly, blood from the left auricle, it will come to the left ventricle, and through the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood, it will go to the different body parts through the aorta.